We're back with more Nerd Radio.
Roger me, welcome me, anything. Hello, Earth.
And now, back to the nerds.
Welcome back to Nerd Radio, part of the BPod Studios Network, wherever you get in your podcast and on WRIF.com. Plus, a really easy way you can find us is heading on over to NerdRadio101.com. Is that right?
That's correct.
All right. Hey, I remembered something that I wasn't prepared to remember.
Yeah, he wasn't sending anybody over to Chicago to hear the podcast over at, whatever station in Chicago has got it on the website.
Now in Bangkok.
We're in Arizona.
You can hear us in Tallahassee.
Right.
No, we're not in any of those spots.
Did you guys know, I just saw this, did you guys know there's a remote play feature of the PlayStation 5?
I'm not sure what that even means.
Okay, so on the PlayStation 4, if you had the Vita, the little portable one,
Okay.
you could access your PlayStation 4 remotely from another.
So you could play on your PlayStation Vita something that's on your PlayStation 4?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it essentially would stream the PlayStation 4 to your Vita, and like the lag was awful, so it was really hard to play anything on there.
Gotcha.
But apparently you can do that with the 5 to the 4.
So wait a second. So you can have your 5 at home.
If I've got
Then
my
you bring the 4
PlayStation
into work.
If I've got my PlayStation 5, yeah, exactly, in the living room, but I've put my PlayStation 4 in the bedroom.
Use up your company's bandwidth. Play your PlayStation 5
Yeah.
your PlayStation 4.
James making plans live
Right.
on Nerd Radio.
Yeah, not that I'm going to do any of that during the morning show. Too many things to pay attention to.
But you could.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is the option is there? And
All
that
of a sudden,
is-
James' peep show camera gets shut off.
Yep.
I'm just closing.
they're talking about something, and all of a sudden you see him in the other studio going,
Yeah, I'm smashing controllers. Yeah.
Well,
like,
you see that anyway.
Well, yeah, depending on what we're talking about, or what, dealing with my
Yeah, I was
my
gonna say
super
he's
fast
got a computer, so
right. You've got enough frustration going on.
computer
in
that
there.
was maximized for the year 1999.
Yep.
So there's a Twitch streamer who you may or may not be familiar with, Pokemane.
Pokemane.
And
yes.
she decided last week to set a $5 donation cap on her Twitch community to the people who are contributing it to her. She said that she would instead like people to support growing channels and charities and treat themselves, because she feels that she is in a secure place, and she's very thankful for everyone that's been following her and contributing all these years, and they've allowed her to have the lifestyle that she has. That's really cool.
Now, how many people do you think are going to not donate the money that they would donate to Pokemane and give it to somebody who's a struggling streamer?
Yeah, well, that I don't know about.
Because people are donating to Pokemane, I'm pretty sure, not just to give her money and whatever else.
Sure.
But I think you're checking out her outfits. You
More
probably
than
don't
likely.
have a girlfriend at home, so you're like,
Right.
Pokemane's my lady.
Right.
But she's telling me I can only donate $5. Okay, well, I guess I got $25 more in my pocket to go to Taco Bell with. And
Or they can head
go-
right over to Who the F is JC.
Yeah.
Right.
Or Chizuk, CHZUCK.
Right. If you want to contribute to
Yeah.
those up-and-coming Twitch streamers.
I can
Yeah.
promise you right now, those channels do not have a donation limit.
Right.
And
You're
there's
more than welcome to drop $100 in donations
And
if you would
there-
like.
and there are plenty of outfits.
Yes, and I have a lot of it. I got a brokini I can put on.
Yep. I got a maid outfit if you
Yeah.
want to watch.
Yeah,
watch me in
Chuck's
that.
got a Sailor Moon
I got
outfit.
that Sailor Moon,
Yeah.
Soldier 76.
Soldier
Sailor Moon
76.
mashup.
He's got, we got different outfits we can put on.
I almost wore that for Halloween when we did our Rock Band stream.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was like, no, I'm just going to wear the Spider-Man. It's more comfortable.
Gotcha.
It's just sweatpants and a Spider-Man shirt. It's way more comfortable.
But yeah, I think so. Some Valiant in the Twitch chat has commented like PewDiePie has turned off donations altogether. That is very true. There's also some big streamers that have turned off donations. They
Sure.
won't accept them. There's also some big name streamers that are upset. They think that they're going to hurt small streamers by doing this.
How do they think they're going to hurt the smaller streamers?
Because it's kind of giving a negative. So people are now saying, "Oh my gosh, Pokemane and PewDiePie and all these people, they are not accepting donations. They are good. They are the top tier. They are the top echelon.
Okay, I follow.
Of streamers, and they're saying no, do not take donations or
Right.
set a limit to your donations. These mother effers over here, they got no limit set. They're taking donations.
Right.
They're bad. They're
Okay.
bad streamers.
Yeah.
So it kind of goes in terms of that.
I see. I think going back to what you were saying about Pokemane's audience, I think she can't control what her audience does, but
Correct.
she can. I think it's cool on her.
Yeah.
To be able to
Well,
like
yeah, I think
help
it's
out somebody
noble.
who's not where I
Yeah.
am.
I think it's a noble cause. I'm not 100% sold that she's doing it for those reasons.
Right.
Because now, from what I believe in the past, Pokemane's gotten some bad press.
Sure.
She's been in the news for bad things that she's doing on stream and different things like that. But now when you're like, hey, stop giving rich people free stuff,
Right.
which is her quote on stream. Everybody's like, oh man, Pokemane, what an angel.
Right.
What a blessed being
Right.
to be on stream right now. We should all love her. And, so I think it's more so for the positive publicity.
And see, I'm not in the streaming know. The only streamers I know by name are because I've overheard like you and Chuck the Freak talking about.
Yeah, probably so Dr. Disrespect
yes.
and Ninja.
And those are really the only two
Mhm.
that I even have heard of.
But, yeah, I
so
think Pokemane doesn't.
This is the first time I've even heard of her. So
Gotcha.
the negative publicity that you're referring to, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't know
Gotcha.
what she's done.
She stirred up a lot of drama and stuff like that.
Right.
But now she's in the news. So like I have no idea who this person is. But now all I have is a positive story in my mind.
Yeah, so now
You
you're
know,
like,
so
so
it's
somebody says
interesting.
something bad about Pokemane, Al's like,
I'll
not-
just
it's not
drop
the
kick a
blessed-
mother effer.
The blessed Empress Pokemane. she turned donations to only $5. Now, what I think is you want to do to really help somebody, you set up the donation account or whatever to where they're setting the donations.
Yeah.
And you say, okay, well, I'm only going to accept $5 of this. So every donate, you know how many donations you get. You can do the math.
Sure.
Okay, so 5 times I got 50 donations. 50 times 5. Okay, we'll take that total away. That's mine. And here is a huge lump sum of money. I am going to go donate to a streamer myself.
I agree.
Myself, me, Pokemane.
I think
I'm
that's-
going to go donate what's left to a streamer myself. We're going to raid their channel. We're going to bring all my viewers to watch this streamer.
Right.
And we're going to drop all this cash right in their lap real quick.
Do like a random act of kindness kind
Yeah,
of thing.
That's a great idea.
Like,
and
right.
and if you really want to do an act of kindness, as you put it, like donate it on behalf of my you know what I mean?
I don't know what Pokemone's community's called, but you could be like, hey, the Pokemane community
Right.
is here to say, here is, $250. Spend it wisely or, use it to improve your stream. Something along the lines of that.
Right.
I think that's how you really want to help.
Yeah, I could get behind that for sure. I love seeing those stories about people that will collect a whole bunch of money and then go to like a restaurant and tip a couple $100.
Or like
Yeah.
Mr. Beast
Something
on YouTube, and he hands you $10,000.
You're right.
I'm probably like, do I have to service you? for this?
Right. All right.
My eyes would tear up. $10,000, and then I'd be like, oh,
all right.
do I have to? Yeah. I'm like,
I was gonna say you'd be
I reach in my pocket and I get my Burt's Bees out. And, okay.
you'd be halfway through the act before you ask, do I need to do this?
Oh yeah, I'm like, wait, was this required? Was this a required service, or were you just giving me $10,000?
Right.
No, I do love a story like that. One that wasn't even money related, but I thought was kind of nice. Just on this, along that same lines, I saw some story last week or so about this like 9-year-old girl or whatever who collected baseball cards, and her family's house was lost in the wildfires out west. And it was on the news, and of course, she's 9, so she on the news is like, oh, my baseball cards. And this guy who had this huge collection of baseball cards was getting ready to sell them all on eBay. Saw the news story and so I was like, you know what? I could get a bunch of money for these, or I'll just give them to her.
Yeah.
He had a collection of 25,000 baseball cards. He was just like, here you go, 9-year-old. Like, here's a new collection.
She's gonna be sorting for days.
Or she's like, okay, Ken
Hey.
Griffey Jr. Rookie card, Trout's rookie card. I'm gonna take all these valuable cards. All right, Dad, load these up on
Yeah.
eBay. We could buy a new house.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
I also would like to announce my loss of my money collection. So if anyone
Yes.
wants to replace it.
Yes.
Al's missing
Good
all sorts
point.
of green pieces of paper with these presidents' faces on them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Lots of Andrew Jacksons, a ton of Benjamin Franklins. I
Oh
think
my
you said
God.
you were missing like hundreds of Benjamin Franklins.
Mhm.
My goodness, I don't
Yeah.
know what's going to happen now.
Thank you for supporting my cause.
No
James.
problem. I don't even talk about how many grands he lost.
There'll be a cheesy gritty to crunch in your mailbox.
I thought so. Depending on how much you get, there better be 2.
If I get a couple of George.
Have you seen Al's lost money?
Yeah.
Al's lost collection of dead presidents.
Get just a couple of Washingtons. I'm going to be in the hole.
Yeah, I'm like,
to buy your taco.
you're like, all I got 2 Washingtons and a Thomas Jefferson. I'm like, well, Al, you don't even have enough for lunch.
What's this? 1 second, Julia.
Yeah. What's this gold coin? What is this?
And the gold's rubbing right off. What
Yeah.
the hell is this crap?
It's turning silver. My fingers are
Wait a
going green.
Wait a minute. There's chocolate underneath this wrapping.
I do like anyone who might be out on this floor just heard me yell Sacagawea.
Right.
Oh, I think we're being attacked by a Native American army.
No contact.
I could tell the Nerd Radio crew is back in that studio
Yeah.
yelling weird things.
Yeah. Well,
Well, something that's not a random act of kindness are the loot boxes.
a rectum.
A rectum nearly killed him. Woo.
Those loot boxes are getting crazy.
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
The loot boxes that EA has been in trouble
Rectum
for.
kindness.
God damn.
That sounds like just like a nickname for RJ.
Rectum kindness.
I'm looking for a little rectum kindness, if you get what I'm saying.
I've never wanted an episode title so bad in my life.
Well, I was happy to see you bastards, but now I'm not so sure. I can't get to the next topic.
Chuck, can we make you feel better with a little rectum kindness?
Maybe. Maybe. Only one way to find out.
Oh, we got to turn the cameras off. Hold on. We got to turn the cameras off. I was going to give you rectum kindness and you started the segment. So we got to go back to work.
Jesus.
Oh.
It's a 1-hour show. Let me get through my stuff, man. Look, EA Games is in a bunch of trouble for loot boxes, and they lost a court case over in the Netherlands, which is going to cost them somewhere in the neighborhood of $600,000 a day.
Wow.
As far as these loot boxes are
Is it
concerned,
$600,000?
That's what this story says. I'm actually checking out the story that we posted. Checkpoint posted about a week ago about this. It's over their FIFA Ultimate Team Packs. And the judge dismissed claims and ordered the company to disable all loot boxes within 3 weeks and face a weekly fine of $600,000. That's still a lot.
That is quite a chunk of change. How much money do we know that are they bringing in on a weekly basis? Like, is this?
I don't know. That's the thing is, okay, for one thing, I don't know anybody that's ever played a FIFA game.
Well, FIFA's not as popular here as it is in the rest of the world.
Sure.
Yeah, I think the United States is the only place where FIFA is not like the biggest sport.
But I think we've probably all played a game. I think Al's probably even played a game with loot boxes as part of its makeup.
I have no idea.
I was like, what's a loot box?
Because I mean, I could think Overwatch has kind of a loot box system in it.
PUBG does too.
PUBG does. That Star Wars game that I've been ranting and raving about all year. They had to completely reconfigure it because of its loot box thing. But at the same time, maybe it's just proof that I don't have a gambling problem, that I've never looked at loot boxes as a problem.
Me neither until you started hearing about these kids that are just dropping money or whatever. But I guess it is gambling in a way because I've bought money on loot boxes.
Sure. And
I've been burned, but like once I lose $10 and I don't get the virtual pumpkin head for my PUBG character, guess what? We're done here.
Yeah,
PUBG.
exactly.
I just spent $10 on a free game. You didn't even give me anything near what I wanted. You gave me a bunch of different like gun colors and skins and stuff. Like I just wanted a pumpkin mask so I could drop in my underwear and a pumpkin mask and hunt people down. And now I can't do that, so I don't play you anymore. I
mean, there's even the last WWE game I played, the 2019. I can get, or was it 19? No, 18. Whichever one wasn't awful.
Dude, I think 2020 was a
2020 was awful. So
fire.
2K19, but that had a loot box system in it where you bought packs of cards that like unlocked different things for your creator wrestler or move sets or different things. And like, okay, cool. That kind of gamifies. That makes me want to play the game more to grind up the stuff. Same with Avengers with all the little boxes of stuff that you get. Like, okay, that just means I'm more willing to play through the game over and over. The levels over and over again, so I can grind for my stuff. It's never once again, maybe it just means that I don't have a gambling problem, but it's never a thing where I'm like, oh, I'm just going to throw money at it. Like, no, you play the game or you don't. And if you don't play the game, then you don't care about the thing. Yeah, that. But I also think you're a little bit better with your money. So like a child who's playing the game, true, with mom and dad's credit card connected, doesn't realize that they're actually gambling.
Right.
And they probably
never have my credit card connected. You would never.
That's Al as a dad speaking right there.
Right.
You're gonna max me out before I can buy my porn.
You don't even get me started on that. Porn before comics. Everybody knows that.
Whew. Sometimes the comics are the porn.
I get it. I've seen some of those babes you showed me in some of those books. I'm like, wow, I could take care of business to this lady.
I better start keeping a closer eye on that credit card that Chuck has access to.
That you better keep a closer eye on those pages of those comic books they're giving you. Like, what? The Harley Quinn swimsuit edition. I didn't realize this was even an issue.
Do they
the
have
pages are
that?
stuck.
Dude, that would sell. That would sell.
This issue of Green Lantern only has 4 pages, and they're very thick.
Yeah, I don't get it.
This story doesn't track at all.
At all. I mean, it's Grant Morrison, so I didn't expect it to, but this is even weirder than I expected.
That's true. Oh, God.
Well, I've got some more stuff to talk about. We'll take a short break when we come back. James, you've been in the Thunderdome.
I have.
Last week, people spotted a list in a video of the things that will get you banned from the Thunderdome.
Oh, really?
And the wrestling video game landscape is about to change forever next year.
Ooh, wow.
So up next, has James done any of these things that can get you banned?
Right, exactly.
Oh, man, I wonder if I did.
It's
I haven't
coming
got
up.
those emails in a while.
It's coming up next on Nerd Radio. We'll have to see if one of the things on the list you're like, oop, I did that.
I probably did.